Get him, guys! Kill him! Take him out! Use the ultra tank! Oh, here goes the tank! What the fuck? What is he shooting at? Tank, why are you shooting? Huh? Okay. Let's get good! Welcome back to Endless Space 2 Supremacy. We are looking at the Hissho. Last episode we got a good strong start and we are already on our way to invading the pirates. Right now we don't have the manpower to invade, so I'm just gonna have that guy defend for a second until the other fleet gets there. And we are going to activate Way of the Obsidian Eagle again because it has worn off, and that is a beautiful, beautiful tech. Before we do that though, we should come look over here. I think 24 is okay. I think we're going to take this and we'll make it a colony right here. And the reason I'm rushing to make this a colony in that way is because it has a lot of advantages for us as a colony right now, because we can use that K-zone. Oh, wow. Or we can't. I forgot the K has to be filled high enough for us to pop this. So we actually can't use that K-zone now. That was maybe a mistake now that I think about it. However, we did settle a second planet, so I mean, it's not the worst mistake that could have been made. And that's a fertile, so it still makes sense to build this, and then this, and then this. Actually, in that order, it makes more sense. So this is Ancestral Reverence, the thing that reduces our K loss from Hatched at Home. What this does is it sends 50% of food and dust, it gets reduced to 25% and sent to the home system. So it boosts production in the home system and removes the K cost for this system benefiting from Hatched at Home. So there are, like, some benefits to it, but it does sort of slightly reduce the amount of actual FIDs you generate. I guess it's not slightly. It's a noticeable difference, but it's not that noticeable. Alright, we're gonna end the turn there. That was a huge mistake. I probably shouldn't have settled that, but that's okay. I mean, I guess really this is done producing buildings now, so it's not that big of a mistake. I think we'll build that, just because. Getting additional food generation there isn't a bad thing. You'll notice that we started off with, like, a fairly reasonable amount of command points. We also got another 3, so I mean, I guess we started with the standard. It just feels like a lot for some reason. I think it's just because their ships are, like, really laid out well, for the way that I like to fight, at least. Let's go ahead and scan this. Boink. Boink. Another level for our hero, another 2 levels. We apparently didn't spend the first one because I just looked at everything and we didn't spend it because I'm bad. That's okay. We're gonna go with, I think, the fleet experience and vision range. We could go with the dust cost, but I don't think our fleets are expensive enough to warrant that yet. We are making -10 dust, so maybe we should have gone with dust cost instead. It's okay. We'll get plenty of experience here very quickly. We do not have the numbers to win that fight yet, though. And I do need to check our tech one time. Yeah, okay. That's important as well. Now that we unlocked the tech for the tanks, we're going to go ahead and try to set our tanks up. So we're going to go 90% tanks, which will cost us 225 manpower to do. Now, the reason that's important is because we have slightly less manpower than them here. However, we have tanks, which are an advantage, so I'm debating whether or not we want to commit with slightly less manpower to invading, because we are bringing in more manpower, and we should have a huge advantage in the ground game. And they did make some changes to the way the ground game works, so maybe we'll do that. We'll commit to the ground game right here. We have ships coming in. It'll be fine. So, let's go ahead and take a look at these details real quick. With preemptive bombing, we have a multiplier of nothing pretty much, but we do bombing damage of 400 to 800, which basically means we commit less troops. We have a 50% chance of destroying population and structures, which would matter on a non-pirate thing, but we're on a pirate thing. So I don't know why that's showing. The current tactic is lowering your deployment limit. Oh, okay. Now, we can also do this, so apparently this lowers deployment limit as well. It's weird that it's not showing that here anymore, it just shows it up there. But I guess that's good, because I noticed it. On the other hand, we go to Gorilla, and we have a plus 133% health, minus 80% damage. Now, I think that we do extra damage against, plus 50% efficiency against infantry. So, with that, we also, basically, we lose some damage, but we get a bunch of extra health, and I think that's fair. because we have a huge damage bonus, and we also don't stand a chance to destroy improvements and stuff, which would be great if we were, trying to take a system from a minor faction or something. Since we're not, I'm just going to go ahead and use bombardment because it does keep our troops a little bit safer. Bam. Okay, so yeah. We had a minor victory there. We'll bleed them out a little bit, and once our numbers are a little more even, you can see the gap closing there. It was a little bit more than 10, now there's only a 10 unit difference. Once the gap is closed, we'll start using these as ground units. And that will be fun. But for right now, they're just going to sit here. And what are we doing with this guy? You don't have any probes, so you're just going to keep exploring. Go, buddy, go. Find us a minor faction to murderize. That's what we're looking for. We've already done Sun God's Observance there. Is there a way to tell if that's still in effect? Probably if I check the food. From bonus. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, we'll do one of those. No reason not to do a Sun God's Observance there. Like, I mean, it does sort of tempo the planet a little bit, but I think we gain more because of the food generation. Okay, so it wants us to immediately do our ground battle again. We're going to watch this one because there is a new interface for watching it. And we'll do preemptive bombing. I actually haven't looked at this new interface for ground battles yet, so I'm kind of excited to see how this is. Ground battle at Zosmanos. Pirates are dug in and we're doing preemptive bombing. So it does still deploy units and tanks, but we did our bombing first. Another minor victory. They no longer have the manpower advantage. Next turn we're going to go in hard instead of just sort of bombing them. Select a new tech. Oh, we didn't have our new techs in queue. That's not good. Alright, so we do want market access. Market access is sort of an always get for me. I feel like multi-thread management is also good for the buyout, but this may be better for the colonization techs. And this may be better for flat dust generation. And we're actually dust stable now, so... Choices. This is actually one of the tougher choices. Actually, let's do that. We're gonna get the Academy Embassy first, mainly because heroes are awesome, so we're going Market, Embassy, what next? Basic combat ships, dust. I think that's pretty good. And then speeding, actually we're going to put that one before basic combat ships because I find it's no point in having basic combat ships if you don't have the fleet speed module. The fleet speed module is what really makes those basic combat ships shine. You guys should be able to fully invade them next turn. New minor civilization, the Ambalier, we got them. We found somebody, they are a temperate civilization. Industry contacts, which is great. Construction buyout, ship buyout, that's awesome. Hi. You seem like nice people. Can we kill you? Thanks. Bye. Okay, so we gon' murder them. They gon' die. The Ambalier are next. Okay, I probably shouldn't have declared war on them with this guy coming through their system, though, because he's gonna get wrecked. Potentially. 225. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's gonna get wrecked if he doesn't just run through the system, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll have him just skip straight through that system. We don't want him to stop. Alright, go ahead, guys. Get your thing going. We could also use this to give him some movement or, like, intimidate them a little bit, but there's no point. Now, this is a ground battle I want to see because we now have the manpower advantage with tanks. Let's see what happens, guys. I do like the new animation for the ground battle. I think it helps understand a little bit more how the tactics work. Kind of like in the Endless Space 2 Riftborn series, we were talking about how the geography of the space battles matters. Get him! Get him, guys! Kill him! Take him out! Use the ultra tank. Oh, here goes the tank. What the fuck? What is he shooting at? Tank, why are you shooting? Huh? Okay. Interesting. Minor victory. We now have a much more pronounced manpower advantage. We'll probably finish them off soon, which will give us some K that we actually need right now. It'll also give us other rewards. You guys will get to see some of the nice stuff that comes with the new invasion update. +2 vision for the fleet, that's great. Show me what's on this lava planet. Yeah, planet. Zavali population. Hey, plus science is great. And on this hot, we get plus 20 hydromial. Not a bad thing to have. We are sadly light on luxury resources right now. I don't know if we actually have any available in our empire. It doesn't look like it. We also don't really have any on the map anywhere yet. So that's another huge disadvantage. Like, we very, very much need that. We need to find a means of getting luxury resources, because we're going to have a system development soon enough, and we have 0 luxuries coming in as far as I understand it. Yeah, nothing. Nothing coming in at all. Okay, scanner, you can sleep there for a second, because I think is the remaining systems to be scanned here? There is not. Fine, move forward. Get to Nusakan. And that'll do that turn. Okay, so this is looking up, though. Like, honestly, we're having a good start right now. Nice, we won that. Great start for us to win that. 60 dark glitter, which is great for us as a resource. Unfortunately, we don't have any natural generation, but we are unlocking market access, which could make that viable. Plus, this reveals all the Behemoth technologies. I didn't show you guys that, but they are actually, the nodes for the Behemoth technologies are locked until this quest is complete. Even for the Hissho, who start with one. We also got 5k for winning that, which is great. Let's, do we want to blitz them? Blitzing destroys things, but these are pirates. Do it, guys. Final battle, right here. That's what we're calling for. We want to get the final win here, get our money, and get the hell out. We've got other people to kill. Come on, guys, you can do it. I believe in you! Oh, they gone. They gone. Decisive victory. There we go. 600 dust. That's how we do. And that is what the faction trait that makes it so they can't ally with pirates is all about right there. Now right here, I'm going to pull the shuttle out of this fleet because the shuttle is slower than shit. And it's not really going to help us out much to have that in that fleet. And we're going to start sending these guys up. It'll be 6 turns before they get there, which is unfortunate. We'll have these 2 guys fleet up as well and start heading up that way because we can't modify them at all, which is annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. These guys have a mining probe to send back in, which we'll go to Maz 2 with. There we go. Seems good, y'all. Seems good. Production is being gotten through on our new planet. We did unlock Miners Union now, which is great. And G Goods Exchange, which is also equally great. Don't have system development yet. We can go on the marketplace, though, and take a look at the luxuries. I want to see if there's dark glitter available and what it's looking like price-wise, because we may just stock up on it. Let's buy all of it. I'm going to buy all that dark glitter. We're going to start stocking up on that, because that's going to be our first luxury resource. Yeah, you can just sleep there. That would be great, thanks. How about you scan this place for us? Mediterraneans are great. We can colonize those. What's here? Hey, that is some dyes. Or transvines, I'm sorry. Dyes. Go ahead and defend right there, because we can't really get out of here. Well, I guess we can. Let's jet back this way. If we can meet the other fleet there so that we can combine fleets, that would be great. Soon, though, we need to start getting a little bit faster fleets. Like, that's our big issue right now, is our fleets take way too long to travel. We should very soon have access to our new fleet techs, though. 5 turns. Oh, what is this? Backtrack the path of heroes by exploring 5 atmospheric curiosities. That has a really nice influence and Hyperium gain, so we do want that. If we're very fortunate, there'll be some great atmospherics here. That's a life form. There's an atmospheric. Life form. Atmospheric. Life form. Quest. Quest. Okay, so there will be 2 atmospherics there, so that'll give us 2. Is there any atmospherics here in Jaya? Oh, yeah. So we can actually get ahead pretty good on that atmospheric scanning thing. Maz is done with all of its construction. Why don't you guys build the Endless Research Park? Now, this is important, guys, for this faction in particular. We could build more combat fleets right here. We probably should build more combat fleets right here. But I'm going to build this first because when you build this for 10 turns, you generate 1k every turn without combat. That's a nice, stable backup to keep that law that we love so much hatched at home running for everybody. So essentially, what I can see about the Hissho is mechanically what they want to do is they basically want to keep fighting and using that fighting to generate Fidzy bonuses. There are some even more interesting Fidzy bonuses available in different places. I'm trying to find the tech. It's right here. It's with the first Behemoth tech, that's right. Which, by the way, we're going to throw that in queue after our ships. This right here, Fealty Foundation, +1 Fids per person on planet, is a faction-specific Fids bonus, I believe. And the way that that works is it costs 25k to add that system exploitation. So because of that, you really need to be generating a ton of K. Like, you need to be fighting all the time as much as you can. And if you can do that, you can generate a ton of bonus Fids and just keep your faction ahead on resource generation the entire game. Pincer Trap, goody, now we're fighting a pirate. You're all projectiles, so you can just eat me and we'll do that and probably kick your ass. Damn it, I didn't want to watch this. Remind me to switch that off, guys, because you'll see this, you know, in any sort of reasonable way to do that. You won't, by the way, but that's okay. I kind of think maybe we want to fly him down here now, just to get away from this pirate, because he's kind of weakened. That's fine, we'll do that. These guys are building this. We also want to build the Academy Embassy there. That'll take some turns, though. We'll see if we still want the Academy Embassy after the Endless Research Park finishes. And we're going to avoid using the observances there for a little bit, because we do want to kind of cap the planet out first. Alright. And Behemoth action is complete on Maz. That means next turn we will be putting a... Wait, no? Huh. That's weird. Maybe I think I just slept him for a turn. That's probably why. I want to sleep him until he gets another probe. Xeno Industrial, Public Private. We have H-Field accelerators now, that's great. We should be generating Hyperium now, although maybe not in the best of quantities. 1.5 Hyperium a turn, not the best of quantities at all. We can go ahead and grab Miners Union and Big Data Shipyards. We don't technically need Big Data Shipyards in another system, but I like to have them everywhere I can. Because you never know which system is going to kind of finish things and be ready to start producing the next batch of combat ships. Nice! We got another atmospheric that put us out in the lead on that, so we got Dust, Influence, Hyperium, which we drastically need for those new modules, and 5k. Doing quests is another great way to generate K. And we will leave this guy here and sleep him until he gets... No, that's the one for probes. Weird. And yeah. Oh, there's a pirate system there now. That's kind of great. We can invade that on our way here, or we can invade this and then go there. Was that our combat fleet that just... Yeah, our combat fleet just blew by this other fleet like, peace, homie. We'll send you up there in a sec to catch up with them. So yeah, our first combat fleet should be up and going. New population bonus for the Hissho. When you reach 10, the new effect is additional political output, it seems like. Okay. More militarist output. Yar. Call a spaceman a spaceman. No, we're not giving up production, sorry. Alright, homie G-Funk, make that fleet cheaper. Thank you very much. We're gonna get the second minus dust for the fleet as well. And then after that, we're going for as much movement as we can possibly find. Y'all want to go, we can go. Y'all about to lose, though. Get 'em, boys. Oh, I forgot to switch off watching the fights again. God dang it. Whatever. Honestly, if you're not comfortable with the space battles, I recommend skipping watching the fights and then going back and rewatching how the tactics you picked played out. Because that'll help you understand the geography layer, especially if you do the overview view where it like zooms out and you can see how the flight paths work. That's very worthwhile if you're trying to get better at the ship combat. Alright, you do you, buddy. You do you. You, mine that planet for us. And then you guys are gonna merge up. And what's our invasion force look like? Not nearly enough bodies. That's what that looks like to me. Holy crap. How do they have so many already? That's insane. We're not at full fleet power either, I don't think. No, we're not. Maybe over here. I'm gonna come over here to Viren and just sort of, like, start bleeding them out, because it's honestly more important to conquer them than it is to conquer these pirates right now. The pirates can sit there, and we'll come get them later, and that's fine, but Varen needs to die. And we need to capture it. This will be done in 6 turns. We should have access. Efficient shielding will finish next turn. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and end the turn here. We're gonna stay militarist here. We could go for something else, but I actually want to get to our end military tech with them because I think that'll benefit us a lot. Especially in combination with their heroes and military ability. Pev scale accelerators is unlocked on Empire by good. That's awesome! So people who have played this game for a long time will remember, typically when this type of event finishes, it doesn't tell you what tech you gained. This time it does, that's great. So we got Pev scale accelerators, that's a great pickup for us. Academy has been discovered by an unknown empire, that's not necessarily as good. Clever fake. I'm actually going to check our science and see if we're leading on the endless research parks, because if we're not, we'll switch focus. Alright. Decreasing costs in luxury resources. That's great. Tell me all about that. Give me all of your dark glitter. We'll get that in a second, though, because we want to double-check a couple things real quick. Everybody is flying up. We do have our new ships. We're going to go ahead and make our first combat ships. Is this the correct one? Yeah, this is the attacker. So one of the things we're going to focus on here is what our base movement speed is going to be. If we do that, we get 6 base movement, which is great. That's fine. And I'm looking for something that will either increase damage, increase manpower, anything like that is useful. I kind of want to go with... Hey. That I can live with. Let's do that one. Is that a new beam? We have new beams, too. New beams are good. We'll do that right there. I like that loadout for our first attack ship. 6 movement, a little bit of siege power. And what else can we do? I mean, honestly, you could more effectively build straight-up siege ships, but I've found that when you're trying to invade, it's actually not as beneficial to have 2 fleets moving separately like that. It also takes twice as long to actually finish your fleets and get going. So we want this to have a base movement of 6. That's what we're aiming for. And then everything that we put on it that increases fleet speed will increase fleet speed for everyone across the fleet, which is great. That's what we want. And then we'll give them this. And potentially that. They don't have any defenses right now, which isn't good. I mean, we want them to have defenses. So we'll start out by giving them defenses. They just won't actually have a siege module on yet. And we'll also give them this, which is anti-flak for us. Actually, what if we do that? I kind of like that. The anti-flak should stop missiles that are coming in. So we won't take that much from projectiles unless they're just straight-up projectiles, which don't have a great range profile anyway. I think we'll be okay with this. We're gonna do this as our starting kestrels. And once that's done, we will start to print fleets, but first we want to double-check this again. We are first. We're gonna finish the Endless Research Park before anyone else. We could jump on ITER after that, and this is one of those things of if we can keep the K flowing, we do generate a ton of production and stuff to get ahead of everyone. I feel like rushing for ITER right here, though, is kind of a mistake. Oh, yes, baby. Okay, our planet is full, and we have a new observance because we just had an election. This is Blood Ritual. This is our favorite observance. We trade 1 population for 5K. Beautiful, beautiful thing. We're gonna do it here. We're probably gonna do it here, too, even though the pop here isn't gonna be as large. Yeah, do that. Dude, we'll build the Academy Embassy here because we don't need to build anything else here. That makes sense. Alright, these guys are on their way to Varen to get their fight on. Everything looks good so far. I honestly could have been using this to up our fleet movement, and I may do that when we start printing out new fleets. I do want to go get one particular tech, though, and I'm not sure how long it'll take for us to get this. Yeah, it's going to be quite a few turns. Even there, it's going to be quite a few turns. We'll put it behind the basic dust tech, because we do need that. But Agri-Drugs is the upgrade for the support ship. I always get those because that unlocks enough modules for you to actually make, like, massive speed-boosting fleets. And those combine well even up to battleship-like attack ships. So, you guys will see. It's the way that you get the fleet to move in the fastest so that you can come and invade all these suckers real fast. What do we got here? Search the curiosity on Viren 3 when you're ready to give up... Wow, a ton of shit for Skia Goja's location. Okay. We actually don't have a lot of those resources, so we can't really do that. That's fine. Ruins, life forms. I should be more careful. We should be saving life forms for once we've captured the system, because if you get a life form when you own the system, they will just join that system's population, and that actually saves you a lot of time with them flying to other places. Wow, double scan for nothing. Cool win, guys. That was awesome. That was exactly what we wanted. How about you just murder their people? That would be great. Okay, so they're all projectile, I'm guessing? Yeah, they're full projectile, so we'll probably wreck them right here. I would imagine fairly easily. The one catch being this Peregrine might go down. You're not going to watch this. There we go. Should be nice and quick. What? How did we get majorly defeated? We have better range profiles than they do. What in the hell just happened? Okay, get the hell out of Dodge. Well then, I guess we know what we're doing when the endless research thing finishes. Let's start building fleets. 1, 2... How much CP do we have right now? We have 7. So we'll do 2 Kestrels and 5 Hawks. There we go. Those are going to take a little bit to produce, sadly. Wow, we just got decimated by those guys. Like, what happened? How did we fall behind the military curve so much? Well, I bet you I know what it is. We're probably using old versions of our weapons and things like that, and that's probably messing with us. Hey, we did get some antimatter there, though, so that's nice. Antimatter. What you got here, bud? Deserted cities and grim recycling. Quest. Sure, search the quest curiosity. 20 titanium. We can live with that. You'll notice, though, that we are building our way back up to Way of the Obsidian Eagle. We're getting closer to that. And honestly, once our home system... Pirate ship spawned on Nuskin system. Oh! That's for us that we got a pirate ship. Okay, cool. Send that shuttle over there. We could use the backup. Speaking of backup, that shuttle's on its way up. This pincer never got moved, apparently, but it's on its way up now. Man, we really need to get these fleets out quick. I wish Endless Research Park would finish a little bit sooner. What do we have available for specializations now? We can spin project here, but we don't really need it. We would be much, much better off using our special one. Oh! Look at that, y'all. K-Zone time! Boosting production on everybody in the K-Zone. See how it circles them in red? That's to show that they are successfully receiving that boost. You can fly up here. Or actually, we should just probably have you stay here. There's a lot of things for you to scan here, and there's not pirates who will kill you. Alright, ending the turn. Babies not booms, we get a Harashems, that's fine. First Obstinate Kith is ready to scan some more, and we got the Miners Union built, and we're working on the shipyard. Oh, and we can see these telling us that they're under a K effect too, which is great. Yeah, why don't you search not life forms? Okay, they're all life forms here now, until we've... Actually, I mean, this is close enough to a system. Go for it. What you got, bud? Oh, that was Super Spuds, so that's great. Super Spuds is nice. That actually makes me want this system a little bit. It's got antimatter, it's got Super Spuds. Wait, no, I didn't want you to go back. Oh my god, it's gonna take him 13 turns to come back now. When you misclick and you lose 13 turns, that's insane. Whatever. We're fine, though. Gonna get our guys all set up right there. Man, get the K-Zone bonus and take my stupid scanning ship way the hell out there. The K-Zone bonus, look at how much faster the Endless Research Park is gonna finish, though. Alright, this guy is ready to do his next thing, or he will be next turn. We have 7 Hissho on Maz, which means, guess what, folks? It's time for a blood ritual. But we'll do it after we finish the Endless Research Park. We don't want to delay that by 1 turn for a blood ritual and then get beat out by someone. That's my multiplayer experience speaking right there. Thanks, Lazy! Okay. Lazy Dragon is a member of the community who, every time we play this in multiplayer, every time beats me to the damn Endless Research Park, and it drives me nuts. Let's do a blood ritual here, too, just because extra K is always good. And we have unlocked new Behemoths, guys, because we just got the tech. Such excite. Such excite. This is going to be great. I promise. You're going to love it. We can either go with another economic Behemoth, which is fine, or a military Behemoth. But we've also unlocked the ability to modify Behemoths, and that in and of itself is going to be huge, because watch this, guys. Now you see it. Now you won't. We're going to make this thing so much better. And for starters, we're not going to be relying on mining probes anymore either. That can go... we'll leave that. We'll leave that. Put another one of these on. We can remove the mining probe here and just go for 30 Fidzy on that system all the time. Because this isn't mining any resources or anything, that's not a bad idea. The other option, however, is to take this to a system that does have resources and mine there. But I don't think that's a good option for us because our systems that don't have resources wouldn't produce Fidzy with the other things. So essentially, we'd either want to run 3 mining probes or we would want to run 3 of these. So I'm going to run 3 of these. Weapons on this thing don't matter all that much until the system comes under fire, so we're just going to apply that and update it. So now that's making this system generate even more resources. And this is why we like our Behemoths. They just stack so damn well, guys. So damn well. They're gonna do Blood Ritual soon. They're doing Blood Ritual now. After their Academy Embassy, let's have them build a military Behemoth, but before they do that, let's go take a look at the military Behemoths. We'll strip them down, we'll start from scratch, we'll see what we can do with this big bad boy. Honestly, these guys get a lot better once we unlock fleet techs, which we don't have yet. So without our squadron modules, rather. So without those, we are going to do things a little bit differently. I'm actually more inclined to make this a primarily siege vehicle, because that could be kind of a fun thing to do. Speed is an issue, though. Speed is an issue. Man. They really, really make you choose on speed for this. That is sad and unfortunate. Thankfully, it is massively defended. Like, this thing ain't taking damage from nothing. And weapon-wise, I don't think we'll have issues with weapons. I think our weapons are gonna wreck face. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that fleet power just on its own. We did go with straight movement to give it 10 movement. It's unfortunate. I would have much rather had some siege modules on there to make that effective. But basically, we want this thing to move, and we want it to wreck space combats for anyone who gets in our way. We don't have the ability to rush it in any way, so it's going to be out in 4 turns. Which is fine. I mean, that's not a big hit. It's a little bit of a hit, but it's not a real big hit. Let's merge these fleets together for right now, just for safety. And hey, we can scan their planets while we wait. Give me ruins. Give me more ruins. I'm actually tempted to preemptive bomb here. Like, if we experience any victory at all with preemptive bombing, we will get some K, so we'll give that a shot. Oh, we had watch still turned on. This is I don't want to watch this, though. Like, I honestly don't. I have a feeling this is going to go really poorly for us. Let's skip that. Minor defeat. Okay, so we get an okay because it was a defeat. Hopefully some more ships get there soon so that it's not a defeat again, because that's going to hurt. Oi. I probably should not have invaded there, but I thought we'd be okay. I really did. It'll be fine, though. Once our military behemoth gets out, we will start turning things around a lot, I think. Just basically rushing to that. You'll notice we have generated enough K, thanks to those blood sacrifices, to be able to use this again as soon as it comes off cooldown. This will give us plus influence. And actually, we're at a good point to call the episode. This is tough. This will actually screw us on our current laws. This won't, but there's a chance of a major political crisis. Whatever, we'll do this. Congratulations, you have achieved this legendary deed. Other empires can no longer hope to obtain it. That is damn straight. We are the best of the best. Except in ground combat where we're getting our asses kicked right now. Oh, that's so bad. You know what the worst part about this is the only way to get more manpower out there is to send more fleets, and the fleets are slow right now. So we really, really need to get agri-drugs. Agri-drugs is a huge priority for us right now. Once we have that, though, we should maybe dip back for that and get some extra influence. Just because that influence will help fuel more laws, and we could use a few more laws. For example, if we were to put this on right now, which is, I don't know why I wasn't doing that in the first place, that's a great idea. We're going to do that. Less dust cost on fleet, please. Thank you. He shows blood rituals, kestrels. Oh, I'm supposed to be calling the episode. God, I'm so into the Hissho, guys. There's so much new stuff to learn and to understand, and we haven't even, like, scratched the surface. We really haven't, because up here we've got new behemoth text like this. Obliterator blueprints. Every behemoth has 2 different specializations in each of the science categories, so there's all sorts of different cool things we get to play with, guys. There's obliterators, there's juggernauts. Over in this one, I believe it is a system shield. Yeah, it's a Citadel upgrade that grants the whole system a shield. All sorts of cool shit you can do with these things. And I can't wait to show it to you, but unfortunately we are out of time. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed that video, click the like button. You want to see more, click subscribe. Share this with all the people you think might be interested, and keep gaming responsibly. Bye!